There are fears India's growing COVID outbreak is being severely underreported. Close to 3,000 further deaths have been recorded in the past day, but some experts believe the real number is much higher. Thousands more seriously ill people have been turned away from hospitals due to shortages in oxygen and basic medical supplies.
So many families are suffering. So many coronavirus deaths. But amidst the grief, there's growing anger and a building doubt that the reality doesn't match the official death figures. This small crematorium in East Delhi is working all hours to keep up. The pyres are close together to try to fit in as many as possible. And when we visited, we counted at least 30 active pyres. Several ambulances arrived with more bodies. This alone from one private hospital brought 5 dead in one go. Another ambulance driver from a separate hospital told us he'd been driving all day long. I bring about 10 to 12 bodies every day, he tells us. Many of the relatives said they waited hours to get a funeral space, and they're convinced the tally of COVID deaths is far higher than being admitted.
Delhi government says that 380 people are dying every day from corona, but it's actually around 1,000, more than 1,000.
They're so busy, the crematorium's being extended with another 100 spaces. So many people are dying and brought here, he says. Daily, at least 250 to 300 bodies are brought here. We see it. All the deaths are meant to be logged with the funeral officials, so we inquired about the daily figures.
Just tell me how many. What's the problem with telling me how many? Just tell me how many have you registered today? How many deaths? How many? Yeah. How many?
The answer didn't even match what we'd seen that hour.
20. 20 today.
Even being conservative, the figures are double. And that's just in this crematorium, with 18 other official sites in the capital. In neighbouring states too, there seem certain discrepancies about the death statistics. Our researchers in Uttar Pradesh counted at least 25 bodies waiting for funerals and about 8 lit in Ghaziabad. The official insisted they had an average of 6 deaths. And when our researcher questioned this, he was told they'd been instructed to give that low number by higher authorities. The Indian government insists all figures are being faithfully recorded without interference. How many of these deaths could have been avoided if different decisions had been taken? Alex Crawford, Sky News in New Delhi.